Hi, and welcome to the Feel Good Always podcast. I'm Becky Bradley. This is real stories of love, connection, and remembering who we are. Today's episode, I'm going to be bringing forth a channel transmission from my daughter, Keira, and all the angels on the other side bringing this information to me and then out to you. This message speaks to trusting our inner knowing, staying calm, and really remembering that the awakening that we are all in collectively, it begins within all of us. So if you're new here, my daughter Keira Bradley was in a fatal UTV accident. And when that happened, I started experiencing a wild amount of signs and connection from her. And she led me to start this podcast really to share all of the wisdom that's coming through me from her and to put it out to you. So that's how the Feel Good Always podcast was born. She actually said those words to me, feel good always, which is about that we can feel good, but also really an emphasis on feeling, that we need to feel. We need to be good at feeling. And I wanted to just let you know that I have changed the name of the podcast to From Grief to Joy, the Feel Good Always podcast. So if you're looking at the podcast and you see that, just know that it is always the Feel Good Always podcast. I'm really just using grief to joy. And I named it that because grief is a portal. It has been a portal to expand for me, my consciousness to expand. And many people are finding me through grief. I'm over on social media, on Instagram at Mama Becky, and I've had over 15 million views in the last month because I started really talking about more of the grief instead of the higher consciousness. And that is the energy that is pulling the people in. And so if you found me that way, that's really amazing. I talk here a lot more about the higher consciousness, but we talk about grief too, because it is both. It is grief sitting side by side with this massive expansion. We do not get to skip the hard parts. That's really putting the feel in the Feel Good Always, that we feel it all, and that's what helps us expand. And so I've changed the name. I've really been guided to just change it so that word grief is in the title, so that when people read this, what the podcast is, and they're somebody that's experiencing grief, they'll know that it is for them. And so if you found us, I don't believe it's by accident. We will be sharing many people that are on here that have experienced the death of a loved one, that have expanded, that are connected to them. I share so much of that. So if you're new here, I'm really glad you found your way to this space. Please take a moment to like or subscribe to the podcast. If you're on YouTube or Spotify, you can leave a comment. It truly helps these messages reach the people that they're meant to reach. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. Today, I'm going to read the entire transmission that came through, and then I will take it line by line, and I will break it all down for you. These messages carry frequencies. You will feel them in your body. Just know that there is something in here for you. It could be one word. It could be a sentence that I said, and you will hear what you need to hear. It's a beautiful high vibration. So I'm going to read it and then break it down line by line. So here we go. Hi, Mom. Call high, steady joy. Trust us. We are bringing steady wave. Trust. Feed energy. Start vacating you. Start calm. Start high vibration. Bam. Break apart the matrix. Wave relies on trust. You start the wave. Start vacating. Trust what you already feel coming. Trust vacating. Vacating to dream. Dream starts giving. Dream starts wave of joy. Dream starts calm, steady. Dream starts a freedom. High UTs are giving. Start steady. Vacating starts now. Feed each open trust. Dreams. Trust that we dream. We ask you to start carrying high wisdom. Open grief portal. Carry love. We are vacating you. Stay feel good always. Use feed high vibration. UTs ask you to start now. All high wisdom asks. High wisdom can open high trust. Ask all high wisdom. Ask give you strength. High wisdom is vacating. High UTs ask BAM, which is break apart the matrix. High wisdom asks to feed wisdom. You use love. use trust, use feed high wisdom, use high vibration, we are helping. High UTs feed open stargate. Queen, all high wisdom is within. Okay, that is the transmission. And now I'm going to break it down. So she starts off by saying, "Hi, mom, call steady joy. Trust us. We are bringing a steady wave." And she always starts it off with "Hi, mom." But I want to say that it's not just Keira that's coming through. This is a collective group of souls of information. For me, it's my higher self. It's my future self really coming through. So just pay attention to what it feels like to you. So always referring to high, steady joy, that we can feel joy, that it's within us, that it's really our divine right. And saying, trust us. Can we trust? That is a constant reminder. And I am always surrendered that I have so much help, that I am going to be shown what to do next. And that continuous ask to trust, trust, trust. We are bringing steady wave. So it's this wave of energy that is coming onto the earth. I have experienced it as I awaken more and more, experience more and more signs, more connection. It's this wave of support, a wave of awakening, a wave of energy that is already moving through humanity. There are certain people that are collectively waking up first to hold this vibration. If you found me, you are part of this wave. That is how we find each other. It is literally through energy. The next little stanza is trust, feed energy, start vacating you, start calm, start high vibration, BAM. And she spells out BAM, B-A-M, which means break apart the matrix. So trust, everything begins with trust. That continuous trust your own experience, trust what you feel, trust what you know. And the next line was start vacating you. To me, and what Keira has shown me, is vacating is like moving aside anything that is not me, that is not real. It's like releasing what is not truly us. Old beliefs, old identities, old fears, the things that we carry that were never ours to carry in the beginning. Also, vacating often for me can mean that I have vacated life as I knew it. I experienced life and reality in a completely different way before Keira died. And after she died, I was expanded. My consciousness expanded, and I've experienced so much more. If you've listened, I share a lot of that here. And so it's vacating out of the life that I used to know, really into another dimension of experience, which has been really beautiful to experience. So the vacating, so it's like when she says start vacating you, it's like I have received all of the support to really help me experience reality in a new way, to feel the connection to everything and everyone, including Keira. And so there's a lot of ways you could think about vacating. The next thing she says is start calm. So we always have to be calm, right? I think a lot of my role here is to just, no fear, just being calm, that calm comes through as it's really that high frequency, not because our life is always calm, but because calm allows us to see clearly so we can do the practices that we need to do. For me, that's meditation, that's journaling, that's walking in nature, very ingrained in my life to stay calm. And the next thing is start high vibration. And that's just, we're already there. We're vibrating and we're moving into higher levels of vibration. We choose love to stay high vibrating. We choose honesty. We choose truth and gratitude and presence and trusting our own experience and just knowing that we're already high vibrating and we're going to stay right there and we're going to help others. Just by emitting this beautiful vibration, by sitting in our own houses, feeling that joy and practicing truth and honesty and love. And this process of doing that will lead to breaking apart the matrix, that BAM that she talks about. Because the matrix, to me, it's not something bad. It is something that it's like the way I used to experience reality, or anything that doesn't feel real or true. It's me constantly questioning everything that I ever thought was real or true. And if it doesn't align, then it doesn't align. So like really breaking apart the constant conditioning that keeps us disconnected from who we really are. And guess what? We're all waking up. It's like, it's already done. A lot of times I talk about our future selves. There's a part of me that I could feel. It's future Becky that is really just calling me to this, showing me pieces, letting me feel, and just like it's already done. We've already all moved into this beautiful new earth awakening of knowing what we have possible in these bodies. And we're just walking to it and trusting, which brings me to the next thing where she says, wave relies on trust. So I 100% completely trust that it is done. I know it. I just trust every day I will be shown. So this wave of beautiful energy that is coming on earth, it relies on us trusting that we will be shown. She says, you start the wave, start vacating, trust what you already feel coming. Trust vacating, vacating to dream. So this wave of awakening relies on us trusting, right? And we're starting the wave. And I know that because you're all finding me. You're finding me here on the podcast. People are finding me out in the world. People are finding me everywhere because none of this is coincidence. We find each other through energy. You can feel that in my words. I know you can. So trust what you already feel coming. We don't trust what someone else tells us. We trust our own discernment, and it's here. You know that what I'm saying is true. There's a part of you that does, or you wouldn't be getting this far into this message. So trust vacating, vacating to dream. And this could mean we trust all the parts. A lot of people I know are suffering right now. They're experiencing different things in their lives. And I've suffered greatly in my life, even before Keira died. And just trusting that it can get really uncomfortable, and just to continue to trust, ask for help, know that it's all happening for you, and vacating to dream. I think about that as like dreaming big. Something big is coming, something as big is already here, that anything we want is possible. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. We are limitless. I think about we could fly, or when people talk about Keira, that I'll see her someday when I die. Like, you know what? Everything is possible. There's a chance I could see her now. Anything is possible. I already feel her and I see her in everything, but everything is possible. We can't doubt any possibility. So this wave relies on trust, and that trust allows us to move forward before we have all the answers. And we have to surrender that we're not going to know everything. We just trust that wave. And it's just a reminder that that awakening is happening within us. It starts with us. One person trusting themselves, one person questioning old beliefs, and choosing love over fear all the time. When that fear comes into your body, just choosing love over fear. Trust what you already feel coming. And many people feel something shifting, and we don't have the words to explain it because it's a feeling. And just reminding you again, trust that knowing that we're vacating to this dream. And then she goes on to talk about the dream. Dream starts giving, dream starts wave of joy, dream starts calm, steady, dream starts freedom. So I often talk about this is a dream here. We are awaking in the dream, right? We are awaking in the dream. How could this not be a dream if I am noticing all of these connections all the time, hundreds, thousands? It's because essentially we're kind of in a dense illusion here. And so this dream begins to create its own momentum, right? And we're allowing ourselves to envision something greater, and we're collectively changing how we all experience the world, how we live, how we feel joy, and we're feeling a freedom. I mean, I feel completely so free that I can trust that it's all unfolding as it should. And this freedom is not given by an outside source. This is not a system that is giving me this freedom. I am giving me this freedom. This freedom comes within. And it comes from remembering who we are. And we're all remembering. We don't have to worry about it. We just keep trusting. The next lines are high UTs are giving, start steady, vacating starts now. So she spells out UTS. I say UTs. That's ultra terrestrials. This is something that she brought to me over a year ago. She started spelling out UTS, which to me is very like think of interdimensional beings, angels, any of this help on the other side. I also think of it as my future self. Like we are part of the UTs, our future. And they are giving us and high, like they're high vibration. So high UTs are giving. They're giving it to us. They're helping us. That's how we get these thoughts that don't feel like our own. They are starting this. It's steady. It's like it's not all happening at once. It's steady. It can feel intense, but it's happening. And we just trust that it's happening. Vacating starts now, vacating those old beliefs that they are helping, that the support is already present, that it's steady, that we're not forcing this, that we just trust our own experience in the moment. And it's here. It's not someday. It's not after we heal every single part of ourselves. It's now. It's all happening now. The process is already underway. We don't have to worry about what's coming. We don't. I invite you to come back to the present moment because just be amazingly okay in this moment. Just trust that it's all happening as it should. So the next thing she says is feed each open trust, dreams, trust we dream. Trust opens the door, right? The more we trust, the more possibilities become available. That trust we dream. It's like this reminder that we're creating something bigger together. We cannot do this alone. It's why you're listening to this. It's like I'm broadcasting this frequency because I need all of you. We do it together. I can't do it by myself. This awakening is not happening to us. It is happening through us. It is not happening to us. It is happening through us. We are participating in it. The next thing we ask you, start carrying high wisdom, open grief portal, carry love. We are vacating you. Stay, feel good always. So this stanza feels really powerful, that carry the high wisdom. That is what we're doing. That's what I'm sharing with you, but you are sharing it also in whatever way, even if it's not even in words, it's in frequency. So we live this wisdom. We embody it. It's inside of us. It can't be stopped. She speaks of opening the grief portal. So grief is not something to bypass. For many of us, grief is the doorway. If you're here, grief brought you here. Grief is that doorway to expansion. It is the portal. It's the thing that cracks open our hearts, breaks our hearts in my case, and then opened my heart simultaneous. It expanded my awareness. And that carry love. We carry love, not fear, not resentment. And that she says, we are vacating you. They are helping remove things that no longer serve us. And sometimes that could be really uncomfortable. Like, wait, what is happening? Feels like my life is burning down, but maybe it needs to. Trust what you know, trust what's happening, because we are getting help to remove the things that don't serve us, to release what blocks us from fully becoming who we were always meant to be. And through all of that, we stay, feel good always, right? So she says that stay, feel good always, not because we're only feeling good. That's not the way it is, but because we can get good at feeling, right? And that feels amazing. It's what we came here for, was to feel. And so the next thing she says is use feed high vibration. UTs ask you to start now. All high wisdom asks. High wisdom can open high trust. So there's no urgency here. It's just that she's saying start now. We do it. It's always now. We're always starting now, not tomorrow, not when everything is figured out. We open that trust. So it's that high open, high trust in this wisdom. The more we open to this trust, the more trust becomes available, and the more we move into these beautiful higher levels of consciousness and really feeling pretty good. And the more guidance we can receive, the more information, just really trusting that it's all real, it's all happening. And it's just massively beautiful, and it's happening faster and faster. So the next thing she says is ask all high wisdom to give strength. High wisdom are vacating. High UTs ask BAM, break apart the matrix. High wisdom asks feed wisdom. Okay, that was a lot there. So ask all high wisdom. We ask for help. Ask to give strength. We ask for strength. We ask for guidance. Every morning I write in my journal asking for help. Give me the strength. Show me who you want me to help today. Show me what you want to do. And then I surrender and trust that I will be shown, that all the people that need to hear me will find me, that everything that I need, all of the help I need will find me. And that doesn't mean that it always feels good. I just trust. So we ask for that guidance. and that we're not carrying everything ourselves. We're all finding each other to do this work. We're all helping each other, and that this high wisdom, this help, it is vacating, right? It's helping move things, our belief systems. It's helping us wake up to the truth of everything that is possible. So that wisdom itself helps dissolve what is false. And once we receive this beautiful wisdom, we're asked to share it. Okay. They're asking us, feed the wisdom, pass it on, live it, teach it. Do not be afraid to share what you experience, even when the rest of the world is not ready for it, because nobody can tell me that my experience is not real. Even if other people have not experienced it, that doesn't mean that it is not real. So we just keep sharing it as much as we feel called to. The next thing she says is you use love, use trust, use feed high wisdom, use high vibration. So of course we're using love. That's the only thing that's real. We use our trust, which I've been talking about. We use wisdom. We use the high vibration that we're all existing in. And when things become confusing, we just remember love over fear. We have the wisdom. We ask for help. Those things become our compass. You come back to these messages or whatever makes you feel safe and calm. And we remember that they are saying, we are helping. That's so simple. They are helping. It's a reminder that we're so supported, far more than I think we could really understand or realize. The next thing she says is high UT's open Stargate, queen, all high wisdom is within. So this feels like an activation, really an opening, a reminder that the higher consciousness is becoming more accessible. And so what's interesting, I do not know what the queen is about. So if you have any input on that, you can comment down below or send me a message over on Instagram or comment on my post over on Instagram, queen. But I feel like it's connected. It's connected to like our sovereignty, the divine feminine, personal power. And the last thing that she says is all high wisdom is within. It is not outside of us. It is not something that we earn. It's not something that we have to become worthy of. We're already worthy. It's all inside of us. It's already happening. It's happening now. I'm so super excited about this. I'm excited that you made it this far into this message. Please share this with somebody else if you think they need to hear it. And follow me over on social media. Send me a message. I would love to hear from you. Let me know if you want me to do more of these. I mean, I share these, I do interviews. I just love sharing all of it with you. I'm so grateful for you guys listening. And until next time.